a beautiful, beautiful day. The seed tenders are all ready to go out into the field. The problem is the weather is not really cooperating, even though it's sunny. On our extended forecast for the next couple days, they are talking cold, wet, and that is not conditions we want to be planting corn or soybeans into. So we're gonna move this trailer out of the way because Ron's gonna be here in a little bit. He's gonna get soybeans out of that bin, and then we are gonna be heading out into the fields, and we're gonna be doing some fun with some fences. Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. If you're even slightly interested in farming or just want to watch a 25-year-old farmer get some stuff done, you're in the right place. And here we go. We're going to be selling this pile of dirt here with some chunks of concrete inside. Again, we get a $1 bid, and now $2, now $2 bid, now $3, now $3 bid, and now $4, now $4 bid, and now $5, now $5 bid, and now $6, now $100 bid, and now $100 bid. Anybody bid $100 bid, and now $2, now $200 bid, and now $200 bid. Anybody bid $200 bid, and now. Whew. Auctioneers, I don't know how you do it. That is impressive. That bin has about maybe a semi-load of soybeans left in it, but this bin has like 10. So we want to make sure Ron's able to get hauling, so we're gonna try this setup. We don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna find out here in a little bit. We got the backhoe belt auger sitting here, beltco conveyor sitting right here. Hopefully Ron can sneak right here without his wheels hitting that and without the side of his semi-trailer hitting up there. We need to move that trailer so that way Ron can get through here, and then we're hoping he can make the bend right through here without hitting the bend, without hitting the big machine shed, and without hitting the 32,000 bushel bend, and without hitting that. But in all honesty, if he did have to hit something, if he hit this building, it would hurt my feelings the least. Because yeah, we can tell it's in really good condition. Now just imagine you're a semi. You're cruising right along through the nice wide driveway, and then you can just shoot right up through there and get loaded up. It's genius. And like most things on the farm, setting this up is not quite as simple as one might think. This light pole is the one that has been here since the land before time. It's 220 volts that comes into those transformers, and then it gets converted over into 3-phase, and then it does this thing in those boxes. Then those boxes direct it to that building, that building, that building, that old concrete pad where the leg used to be the house. That little electrical pole is also ran off that, the big machine shed, and then that electrical box over there, which is what runs this bin. However, this is where things start to get just a little bit more complicated. The 32,000 bushel bin is ran off the same electricity that the $1 million bin site is ran off of, and that's 480. 3-phase, not 220 converted 3-phase. I'm not an electrician, but all I know is the wiring inside the motors is different. That Belco conveyor was over here on the 32,000 bushel bin though, and that was fed with 480. So that Belco conveyor auger is wired up for 480, not 220. But this unload is wired up for 220. So we have 220 here, we have 480 there, so we had to get 480 through a bunch of cords, snaking all the way around, so that way we could get 480 from the $1 million bin site. Now that I sound that out and explain it, it's not really that complicated. It's really just a bunch of really thick, long extension cords. I think I'm gonna crank this up just a little bit. Oh boy. Oh geez, that's kind of heavy.
That is a nice looking rig.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen his new truck yet, have you?
I haven't seen Ron's new truck yet, and it looks sharp. I like it. Boy, that looks good, Ron. I think it's gonna work.
Now we got the fun job. We got the dump truck, the F700, I believe it is, and we got it all full of trees, and somehow these box sides are still intact. Eighth wonder in the world if you ask me, but I'm not complaining. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my ginormous bonfire. Since the landfill doesn't take organic materials, and mostly because I don't want to have to pay somebody to drop off a load of trees that I can just burn myself, we're bringing it over here to Luke and Ashley's. We have a giant tree pile that we need to get burned up. This is gonna work good. We're gonna cook these things down to nothing, and I'm gonna go make s'mores from my house a half-mile away. Slapper in neutral. The PTO way down there. Come on, grind it. There we go. Perfect. Moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Okay, trees, fall out. There you go. Adios. Hasta luego. That's a cute little pile. Okay, we're gonna go racing back to Cooper, see how fast we can get there. We got like a 10-mile drive. Sounds like he's low on hydraulic fluid, so we got him some of that too. Today is gonna be a good day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Carol's. If I was Cooper, where would I be hiding? I'm guessing somewhere over here. ¿Dónde está mi hermano? Might not like hitting that with the lawnmower. Oh boy. Well, we got everything here. Did we want to try to pull the fence on the highways?
Just wait. Let's let it rain, and then if we have nothing to do, we'll come back.
Okay, a good idea.
We probably should. Probably can get a couple loads of spray off, or what are you gonna do about mapping?
How low was she?
Are we making it? Oh! What?
That doesn't make any sense. It says empty, but that's full.
Okay, yeah, let me make a couple phone calls and find out.
Cooper said he was going along with the grapple bucket and he went to go open it and it just would not move. It was like there was air in the line or something. He tried cracking that cylinder to see if there was some air in it. That's what he's going to do again here, and then we're also going to do that one. In the meantime, I'm going to look in here to make sure that something funny didn't get changed with one of these settings. There's not a lot of settings, but we don't do a ton with hydraulics, so usually once you get it working, you don't really know what you did. You just press the buttons and it started working, so we're going to try it. Because most of the time we use the forks or the bucket, and you don't need hydraulics for those, but for this, you do. We don't need high flow. Everything's unlocked. It really wants to go. It's weird. We bought this grapple bucket probably like 10 years ago, and we literally tried using it one time, and then it just opened up halfway, and it stopped because one of the little switches in the joystick on our old Bobcat fried out. It was like a $600 fix, and we didn't want to fix it, so there it sat. We literally have not used it since. This is a 2021 machine. Everything should work. So we got like 2 hours of use on it. We bled both the lines on the cylinders on both sides. We bled both of the lines going into the actual attachment itself on both sides. Everything's spewing oil nicely. We've been on the phone with the JCB service tech. Now Cooper's on the phone with our neighbor, the mechanic Scott. Hopefully we can figure out what's going on here. It's just weird.
Because what it's doing is it's not allowing it to vent into the tank when you're filling it.
I think we figured it out. There's a cap on top where Cooper's pouring.
Thing.
And then there's this bottom one. We just had to loosen that bottom one because it's basically making an air seal. There we go. That's not good. That is gonna need fixed with the old Cooper treatment. We'd like to do some other stuff with our day yet, so we're just gonna kind of scrap that grapple bucket for now. We're gonna just use the forks. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but at least we'll be able to keep running for the time being. Once we get back home, we have another attachment that's got hydraulics on it. We'll just hook it up to the front of this, so then that way we'll know whether it's something to do with that bucket itself or it's something with something going on here with the skid loader. Here on the left, we have our first load on the skid loader. We got a big old stick. Big old stick. I'm gonna show this thing what's up. Yeah. Cut. And we got her full. Is he gonna lose anything on the way home? I don't see how he could. Highly unlikely. Now, just before it ended up frosting this last year, I came to Carol's yard and I dug out these stumps where all her grass is messed up. And so that thing's been sitting there all winter. She's been having to look at it. Today is the day we're gonna get rid of it while we got the skid loader and dump truck here. And that thing is gargantuan. Should be able just to go like this, just scoop right under it. And holy cow, that thing is heavy. That's not good. Impressive. Okay. Try to chip dirt off, I guess. There's 10 pounds. Might need that. There's our dirt pile. Nothing 30 minutes of poking it with a fork won't fix. For a little better size reference, that is the one stump. Big old stumps are gone, all the tree sockets are gone, we got everything smoothed out, it's looking good. This is ready for grassy. It's supposed to rain tonight. After it rains, I'm gonna come back because I know I missed some of these, and these will be way more exposed once we get a little bit of rain on it. And also get some moisture in the top here, kind of soften this up a little bit because I made it a little hard with the skid loader. Looking good, looking good. It'll be nice to get this project crossed off the list. Update on the JCB, Dad put it on the postal digger, which can run the flow of hydraulics in both directions. It would only turn one way, but not the other. So there's something going on with the skid loader. We gotta hold the JCB guy. We're supposed to be sending someone out to fix it.
It'll be today or tomorrow, or they?
I don't know, I haven't heard yet.
Oh, okay.
We ended up getting just a little bit of rain last night, just kind of barely sticky on top. Wind's blowing just a little bit. It's supposed to be like 70 degrees today. The new ryegrass in the yard is coming in very well over here, but the Kentucky bluegrass, I don't know what's going on over here, but I do know we have a lot of weeds, and for some reason that patch in the corner won't grow, and right here won't grow. For the extended forecast in the next 5 days, they're talking highly windy, very cold, and a lot of rain coming in. We still have some ground that needs to be sprayed in order for soybeans to be planted into it. We don't want those weeds coming up when the soybeans are coming out of the ground. So we're gonna try to get both sprayers out, sprayer trailer. Cooper just rolled up. We're gonna see what we can get done. We can do like 200 acres an hour when we have both machines running, so it does not take us very long at all to get some spraying done. We're gonna try. I hopped in with Dad over on Kristen and Rusty's side. We got his sprayer all adjusted. Now I'm over here on Bill's. We're getting something done now. These are nice half-mile long rows over here. Dad's got half-mile long rows over there. Only problem is waterways. We put right spots in that sprayer so it has every single nozzle shut off, which is supposed to correspond with the GPS. The problem is I used a WASP receiver on my GPS, and then I had a WASP drift of 3 feet. So my line that was supposed to be on the edge of the waterway drifted in 3 feet. So you end up spraying 3 feet into the waterway. So we have to outline the old way, which stinks, but now I know. Use the RTK receiver, Cole. And by the way, I wear these in here because the sprayer has just the right drone to it all day. You get done, and then today your ears hurt. I know it doesn't look like it from here, but according to my wind barometer right around the corner, oh hey, we can actually spray now. That was spinning in the wind. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you get out around the building side here, it don't seem too bad, but it is definitely picking up where it's just, it's on the border, but we have to quit.
We were able to get Kristen and Rusty sprayed, which is 155 acres. We were able to get Bill sprayed, which is 155 acres. And then we got 25 acres sprayed off on campground. And we did that all in a matter of like 4 hours. So we've been making some serious time with both sprayers. You've been running the new sprayer, right?
Yeah, I kind of like it. I got to get used to it. They're basically identical, but the new one's got taller tires, new to us. It's got taller tires and stuff, and some of the buttons are all the same, but the reaction time's a little different. It seems like the taller tires maybe a little bit more sway.
Yeah, I drove it for 55 acres with you, and yeah, you definitely sway side to side a lot more, and the sensitivity of these ends of the booms going up and down is definitely different. On this one, it's more crispy. On that one, it drops a lot faster, but the come up is softer.
Yeah. But it's a smooth machine, and it's nice. I like it.
It'd be nice when we get fats on it, like this one, because you can definitely tell the difference on the ruts that you're leaving with that with the skinnies.
Yeah, you don't see this, and the skinny ones you can see.
We still got a few hours of daylight left, so we're not going to waste it. We got some fence we need to pull down at Uncle Orlyn's farm, so it sounds like all three of us are going to do this. This is a first, because usually it's just me.
Cooper figured out a good way to do it. He was going along with the forge, about every 5-10 feet, lifting up fence, getting it out of the old grass. Now he's rolling it up. We can get the fence out. What's kind of nice, so we don't have little trees growing in the fence line. We can keep it cleaner. And this fence is pretty well shot.
I had some business stuff to take care of, so I've been sitting in the dump truck for the last 45 minutes reading through contracts, and I get out and look at this. They already got that whole thing already completely cold. My calculations are correct. Most of our fields still have fence that border the entire thing, so we probably have only like 40 more miles of fence to pull. Did it come out?
It did.
Hey, there we go. Oh, geez. How'd that get there?
I don't know, something heavy must have.
It's like you threw a giant stump on there yesterday or something. I am not an electrician, but I know electricity has positives and negatives, so I'm gonna climb up on that thing and I'm gonna wire up my lights. I think I got everything I need. Just got a whole bunch of different supplies here. I found some extra Romex sitting up on the floor. I think that's really all I need. I just gotta run it from that light to that light, and then from that light to that light. And we just gotta do that on that row, that row, that row, that row, and that row, and then we have 2 more rows up there that don't exist yet. Whee! This is so much better than a ladder. I need those. I need that. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Maybe. I've never done this before. 30 minutes later, we got our first test drive done. This light that's exactly what everything's gonna look like. Pretty simple procedure. All we had to do, take our conduit, and then we just measured from the inside of the light to the inside of the light. We cut it to that. We had these little connector things that go in, and that's what keeps the conduit from moving in there. Then I just ran my Romex wire inside of there. Then we put black to black, green to bronze, and then white to white. And we just gotta tuck our wires up inside this cover. This cover has a sensor inside of it, and that connects to this little guy, which senses us when we walk into the building. So then we can leave the light switches on. Everything's gonna be on a timer. Once this little guy senses us, turns the light on. Moment of truth. They're all conduited up. Oh boy. Hey, I did it right.
What are you doing up there? You up there helping? You up there helping?
That row's done, that row's done.
Oh, Ellie, that is so comfortable on that sawdust bed. Yes, look at that sawdust bed. Oh, yes, get nice and dirty for Cooper. Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, we can only have 9 lights on one of the breakers because if you have that row plugged in, kicks the breaker off. So Cooper just ran down to his house. We have 3 new lights right here. He has 1 more over there. We're gonna be mounting those up just over the top of the garage door. With that track running right through the middle, we can't do our normal run of 3 like this because it ends up hitting that piece of metal right in the middle. So we're gonna put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and then 1 right there. You wanna play with the glove, Ellie? Here you go. Ready? 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 We got everything all hooked up. It is bright in here. Apparently, the light reflecting off the floor is brighter than what used to be coming off the ceiling with the old lights, and I'm really happy with how the lights above the door look. They look very professional. And Cooper, we made record time today. You know that? Because in the old shop, it took us 7 years before we got the lights up with conduit, and we did it in like 6 hours today.
Yeah, well, my back can say that we worked our butts off today because it hurts.
That looks good. Now we just got to get our string of conduit running right down the side. Then we'll just drop that right into the top of the box. Then we'll just have 2 wires up inside of it. Probably have to run something over here, figure out how to put a light switch there. I don't really know how to do that, but we're going to figure it out because we have YouTube. And if that doesn't work, we got the handy dandy Black & Decker, The Complete Guide to Wiring, 5th edition. This is everything we need to know about everything. I almost forgot to mention, we got the tin up in this back corner. We still got to get the hole cut for the tube heater to go into, but we need to figure out where the fresh air intake is going to go in before we can do that. We got the tin up on that wall, so that wall is completely done. The ceiling's completely done. Sidewall is completely done. This wall is completely done. And we got the door in here that leads right to the door of the big machine shed. So look at that. Guess what? Tin's done in this building. 3-month project. Knocked out. Ooh, I almost forgot to mention, Dad finished putting another coat of paint up there. So we got 1 more coat, and that will be done. Big round of applause to everybody today. This normally takes like 3.5 weeks to do what we did in 6 hours today. We just had all hands on deck. Everybody had a job. We had a system figured out, and it worked really well. So good day today. Good job, everybody. If you made it to this part of the video, thanks for watching all the way through. And if you want to help support the channel, be sure to check out the link in the description. Pick up some new Cornstar Farms merch. These things are absolutely stinking cool. American flag getting planted by a planter with the tractor on it. New logo. But it's 9:13. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm calling it a night. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.